A little over a week ago, I went to Resurrection's choir concert, which was really great. Thank you, Stephen and Mary Kay. One of the cantors there, Mary Pruka, sang a song by Idina Menzel called At This Table. It spoke of making room at the table for everyone, and it really caused me to pause at this Christmas time to think what it would be like to sit at table this year with a Russian, a Ukrainian, a Jew from Israel, a Palestinian from Gaza, an Afghan woman, a migrant mother from Guatemala, a soldier from North Korea, a transvestite, an inner-city black teenager, a Trumper and a never-Trumper. Father James Martin and Bishop Strickland. And together let us pray and pass bread and wish each other peace. But how can this be? How do we sit down with each other and still hold on to our principles and stick to our guns? A child born in our midst is able to bring the lion and the lamb together because it pulls at our heartstrings in a way that nothing else can do. A child helpless and in need of love, like all of us. If Jesus could recline at table with tax collectors and prostitutes and Pharisees and Samaritans, if Jesus could touch a leper and heal a centurion's daughter and feed 5,000 people with a few loaves and fishes, because he looked with compassion on a people, and we cannot, then what do we celebrate here today? Today is the birth of a revolutionary. Today is the birth of a new way of looking at our world. But we are often too afraid of where that might lead, and so we choose to lead with lead and bullets instead of bread and blankets. But we can embrace a baby with clenched fist. We don't soothe the baby with shouts of hatred. Later today, I'll be sitting down at a table for 12 with 15 people. Among the guests are two brothers recently reconciled who hadn't spoken for 3 years, a Trumper and a never-Trumper. There will be a black Muslim woman from the Middle East at that table and several people in irregular marriages or relationships, one person with a lot of pronouns, none of whom have seen the inside of a church for a long while, and a 2-year-old girl from Italy who probably doesn't speak much English, but who will steal the hearts of everyone. And it will be Christmas, and it will be wonderful. Not because of the food or the setting, but because of the love and acceptance despite the struggles and the tensions of life. Because if we can't have peace at our table, there's no hope for peace in the larger world. At this table, by this stable, on this altar, in our hearts, let's make room for all. We end this year and begin next year with the greatest commandment. Love God with all your heart, with all your soul, and all your mind, and love your neighbor as yourself. For remember, the greatest of all the virtues is love.